Hey, what's up guys? I'm Tony G. You're watching 1526 BBQ, and today I'm going to tell you why we call ourselves 1526 BBQ. Check it out. I've gotten this question for years now. 1526, what does it mean? Is that number special? Well, today I'm going to tell you what it's all about. So in my pursuit of barbecue excellence, I did a little bit of research on the history of barbecue. I wanted to figure out, where did it originate? Where did barbecue come from? Obviously, it's deep rooted into American culture, but you know, America is a hodgepodge or a melting pot of all different cultures. So where did it come from? And in that pursuit, it led me to this number, 1526. And this is why I decided to name my channel what it is. So as it turns out, barbecue actually got its origins in the islands of the Caribbean. Many folks believe it came from the Taino, I may be mispronouncing that, but the Taino tribes in the Caribbean islands. And they had a word in their native tongue called barbacoa. And barbacoa meant to slowly cook meat over smoke on a wooden platform, very similar to the one I have right back there. Now, they would start a fire underneath and let that fire rage for a while, and then once they had a good, like a coal base or a bed of coals, then they would apply their meat, just like I'm doing here in this video. Now, this is just some sliced up chicken thighs that I made just to record the video, but they'd place it either on top of this wooden grate, as I'm doing here, and let it slowly cook, or you could alternatively get a larger chunk of meat and put it on a stake and put it around the fire and let the kind of radiant heat cook it that way. All right, so how did we get from barbacoa to barbecue? Well, there was a Spanish explorer named Gonzalo Fernandez de Orvido y Valdez. He was a soldier, a historian, a writer, a botanist, a colonist, and was one of the first Europeans to arrive to the Caribbean. Now, when he arrived in the Caribbean, he noticed the native tribes cooking, right, over this light fire or bed of coals, and noticed them calling it barbacoa. So in his journal, so sometime after Gonzalo's travels, he wrote a book called The Natural History of the West Indies. And in that book, he mentioned the cooking technique of barbacoa. Now, many folks will tell you that from barbacoa, he brought those techniques to America, and from that came to what we know today as barbecue. Now, circling back to why we call ourselves 1526 BBQ. The year that this gentleman published that book was in 1526. And there you have it. That's why we call ourselves 1526 BBQ. All thanks to Gonzalo and his team exploring the West Indies and the Caribbean islands, finding this culture of the native tribes and how they cook their food and how they prepare their meat, recording it in history, publishing a book in 1526. Fast forward, here we are today, 1526 BBQ. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.